Hello children, welcome to the next session. In the previous session we have discussed how to find, how to prove root 2 as irrational. So in that section what we have learned, how to prove root 2 as irrational. First, what is the method we have followed? Contemporary method and co-prime factors method, co-prime concept method. Here also we have to next, today's is prove that 3 root 2 is a irrational method. Irrational. For this question also we have to follow the same concept. First we have to assume it has a rational number. Then since it has a rational number, it will be written in the form of p by q. And since p by q having a common factors, if we divide the common factors, then it is written in the form of a by b, where a by b are co-primes. Then we will follow some steps. Since the co-primes are there should not be a factor more than 1. But when you substitute it, you will get an co-primes. So since they are not co-primes, our assumption is false. What is our assumption? Root 2 is rational. So our assumption is false means it is not rational, means it is irrational. Here also we will follow the same concept. So for this one also I will give some basic points of the key steps. Look at this example. 9 by 10. They are co-primes or not? Yes, no doubt they are co-primes. What are the factors of 9? 1, 3, 9. And what are the factors of co-factors of 10? 1, 2, 5. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll multiply the numerator with 3. I'll multiply with the numerator with 3. So what happens? 3 9s are 27 by 10. Okay. Now these are co-primes or not? Yes, now also they are co-primes, because 27 and 10 does not having a common factors. Suppose if I multiply the 10 with 3, that is denominator with 3, what happens? 9 by 30. Now they are not co-primes. Again they are having common factor. Look at that. What will you get? 3 3s are 9, 3 10s are 30. Now 3 3 gets cancelled, it is 3 by 10. So in this case, if we multiply the numerator, there is no change. But in this case, if you multiply the denominator, they may change. That means what we have to understand, the main concept is, for a co-prime numbers, if numerator or denominator is multiplied with any other number, they may get a co-prime or they may not get a co-prime. That means they may get another numbers. They are integers. May or may not, but we can't assure. That depends on the numbers and everything. Suppose if I add and subtract, let us check. Now I'll take 9 by 10. 9 by 10 are co-primes. Now I'll add 5 to the numerator. What happens? 9 plus 5 by 10. 9 plus 5, 15 by 10. They are co-primes or not? They have changed. 5 3s are 15. 5 2s are 10. Now it was changed. 49. 9 plus 4, 14. Now these are also co-primes. Look at this. 2 into 7 by 2 into 5. 10 gets 5, 2 gets cancelled. 7 by 5. Suppose if I add to the denominator 9 by 10 plus 5. What happens? 9 by 15. So 3 3s are 9. 3 5s are 15. Now it's changed or not? Yes, it's changed. Next, I'll go for subtraction. Subtraction. 9 minus 5 by 10. What is the answer? 9 minus 5? 4 by 10. It's changed or not? 2 2s are 2 5s are. Suppose 9 by 10 minus 5. What happens? 9 by 5. Again these are co-primes. In this case also we get and we may not get. Here they become a co-prime. But in this case we got this. Co-primes are changed. So what the concept you have to understand here it is, suppose in case of a coprimes, what we have taken, coprimes are anyone. If we add or subtract, if we multiply the numerator or denominator, the nature of that coprimes will become integers. That means they will change, totally change. So once they are integers, this total assumption will change. The same concept we are going to learn in this case also. Now, let us come to the question. Our question, what is the question? Prove that 3 root 2 is irrational. Okay, 3 root 2 is irrational. Now what I will do, as usual, answer, what I will take is, let we assume 3 root 2 as rational. First I am assuming 3 root 2 as rational. Okay, since 3 root 2 is a rational, then we can write it as three root 2 in the form of any p by q, where p and q are integers and q does not equal to 0. P and q are integers and q does not equal to 0. Now, dividing the factors other than 1, we can write 3 root 2 is equals to a by b, where a and b are coprimes. Where a by b are coprimes. Now, what is the next step? 3 root 2 is equals to a by b. Now I want root 2. Root 2 is equals to what? A by 3 into b. Because this 3 is multiplying here. If it goes that side, it will become division. Now what happened here? A by b was coprimes. Now by what number we have multiplied? We have multiplied with 3. So now the nature will change or not? In the previous case we have checked. So what will become is, since 3a comma b are integers, since a comma 3 comma a comma b are integers, a by 3b will be, what happens? Will be rational number. 3ab, you can take any number. A is equals to 2, okay, b is equals to 3. 2 by 3 3s are 9, 2 by 9 is a rational number. A is equals to 4, b is equals to 5 and 4 by 3 4s are 3 5s are 15, 4 by 15 is a rational number. So since it was a rational number, RHS, this LHS also be a rational number. So since 3 comma a comma b are integers, a by 3b will be rational. So root 2 is also rational. But root 2 is also rational. But actually what is root 2? Already in the previous session what we have learned? Root 2 is rational. So this contradicts to the fact, that root 2 is irrational. I am already root 2 is irrational, prove chesam. This contradicts to the fact that root 2 is irrational. So therefore, we can conclude that Therefore, we can conclude that 3 root 2 is irrational. We can conclude that 3 root 2 is irrational. That's all. Very simple to understand. First, we'll take it as rational number. Since a rational number is there, we can write in the form of p by q. Since a p by q is there, we can cut off and we can write in terms of a co-prime numbers. So, since a co-prime numbers is written, root 2 can be written as a by 3b. Now, a, 3, b are totally an integers. So, therefore, any integers 3a by b in the form will be a rational. RHS rational, right hand side is a rational. So, obviously left hand side is also rational. So, therefore, since a by 3b is rational, root 2 is also rational. But actually, what is the point? Root 2 is rational or irrational? Irrational. Root 2 is irrational. So, this is irrational. This is also irrational. So, what we have assumed? This is the rational property. That is wrong. So, our assumption is wrong. Therefore, 3 root 2 is irrational. Very simple logic. You can find it in a very simple pattern. So, finally, root 2 is irrational. Okay. Next. Whatever the fact is there, whatever the point to be understand, you have to follow the same method. First, we have to assume as a rational, and we have to prove that it is not rational. So, since it is not rational, it is no doubt it is irrational. I'll go for next question. Next method. That is, show that 5 minus root 3 is irrational. 5 minus root 3 is irrational. Right? So, for the previous question, what is that? Prove that. What is the previous question? 3 root 2 is irrational. 3 root 2 is irrational. Okay. Suppose in the examination you got the one more question. Prove that 4 root 5 is irrational. Same method you have to follow. Prove that 7 root 3 is irrational. Same method you have to follow. Any model question. So the model question is a root b is irrational. Model question. Any question a root b, 3 root 2, 4 root 5, 7 root 3. All are irrationals, and for any question which you got, you have to write the above steps only. Only the numbers will change. That's all. Now, coming to today's question, next question. Prove that 5 minus root 3 is irrational. So, what is the first step? Simply let us assume what is that? 5 minus root 3 is rational. 5 minus root 3 is rational. So, since it is a rational, I am writing as directly in the test. Since it is rational, we can find, co-primes a comma b, co-primes a comma b, and b does not equal to 0, such that what is the point? 5 minus root 3. 5 minus root 3 is equals to a by b. In the textbook, he skipped one step. What is that step? Since 5 minus root 3 is rational, there must be existent two integers p comma q where q does not equal to 0. What is the next step? Taking of the common factors more than 1, we have to write a by b in terms of a by b, where a by b are co-primes. That step was skipped, but no problem, you have to understand that and write it. Now, what is the next step? 5 minus a by b is equals to root 3. What I did? Very simple. This root 3 is sent to be that side, it will become plus root 3, and a by b is sent to this side, it will become minus a by b. Now, what is the next step? If nothing is there, 1. So, LCM will be the 1, 5b minus a is equals to root 3. Or I can write root 3 is equals to 5b minus a by b. Now in this case what happens? In the first discussion we have taken it, we have taken a co-primes, we have multiplied or we have divided and we made some changes. If here a by b was totally changed to 5b minus a by b because of 5 minus root 3. Now what will be the next step? Since a comma b are integers, next step is since a comma b are integers, what is this? 5b minus a by b is rational. 5 by b is rational. So what is the 5b minus a? That is RHS. RHS, that is right hand side. Since RHS is rational, LHS is also rational. So therefore LHS root 3 is also rational. But what is the point? Root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, etc. all are irrationals except the perfect squares. The root 16, root 25, root 36 are not rationals. Remaining all are irrationals. So therefore root 3 is rational. But what is actually fact? But this contradicts to the fact that root 3 is irrational. Root 3 is irrational. Actually root 3 is irrational. But ikkada em vastundi? Root 3 is rational vastundi. Therefore this contradiction arises because of our wrong assumption. 5 minus root 3 is rational. Therefore 5 minus root 3 is irrational. So this contradiction, you have to write all these steps. This contradiction has arisen because of our incorrect assumption, that 5 minus root 3 is rational. 5 minus root 3 is rational. Therefore, what we can conclude? Therefore, 5 minus root 3 is irrational. Got it? So that's all. This is the modal sum. Now for this modal sum, how we can expect in the examination point of view? What are the modal sums is? Very simple. Examination point of view, this is a model of a plus or minus root b sums. A plus or minus root b means a plus or a minus b. Example, 5 plus root 3. Prove 5 plus root 3 is irrational. Next, 6 minus root 10 is irrational. Next, 4 plus root 9 is irrational. Any of these questions, any of these model comes here only. Same method, no doubt. What we have to do? For example, 5 plus 3 is taken means, how we will do? 5 plus 3, 5 plus root 3 is equals to a by b. Now I want a by b, root 3. Root 3 is equals to what happens? A by b minus 5. That means on LHS side we have to keep the root one side, remaining on other side. If it is minus, we will send the root 3 to that side. If it is plus, we will send the number to that side. That's all. Next modal sum, 7 plus root 11 irrational. Any one method, any one question, the method is the same. That is the modal sums. Okay. Next, I will go for one more modal sum. If you learn the point to write, you can write. You can implement for any other question which is given in the examination point of view. Don't expect the same numbers in the examination. He may change the numbers, but whatever he changed, the concept does not change. The numbers will change, that's all. The method and the proof, what to prove, everything will not change. Only the method, only the numbers will change. Next, one more point, one more method. Prove that root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. Root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. So if we carefully observe three methods, the first method is the root is multiplying. Example is 3 root 2, multiplying. Next, root is subtracting root 3, 5 minus root 3. Now the third case is both are roots. That means both numbers are roots. In this case, how to do? Right? So in this case, the assumption is the same. What we have to assumption first? Let us suppose, answer the same point. Answer, let us assume root 2 plus root 3 as rational number. We are assuming root 2 plus root 3 as rational numbers. So therefore, what we have to write? Root 2 plus root 3. Next, in this case, so therefore, root 2 plus root 3. Let us write in the form of a by b. The same method, since it was a rational p by q form, taking out the common factors, you will get. So where a and b are any integers and a b does not equal to 0. Both are the same. A, b are integers and b does not equal to 0. Next, so next step is the simple crucial step. What is the point is, here two roots are given, root 2 plus root 3. You keep one root here, send another root to that side. That's your wish. You may send root 3 to that side or you may send root 2 to that side. Your wish. Now what I am doing is, I am placing root 2 here. Root 2 is equals to what happens? A by b minus root 3. Just. Now what the thing is, squaring on both sides. You do one thing, squaring on both sides. Now what happens squaring on both sides? This will become root 2 whole square is equals to a by b minus root 3 whole square. Now this is in the form of a minus b whole square. Now this will become what happens? 2 may cancel, you will get 2. This is a minus b whole square. A minus b whole square formula is a square. Here what is a? A by b plus b square. What is b? Root 3 whole square minus 2ab. That means 2 into a by b into root 3. What is the next step? Is here 2 is equals to what I'll get? A square by b square. Okay. Plus this may gets cancelled. It will become 3 minus 2ab root 3. That means I am multiplying 2 into a by b into root 3. Okay. Next, what I'll do is, I'll send this 2a by b root 3 to this side and 2 to that side. What happens? This is minus. If it comes, this will become plus. And 2 is plus. If it goes, that will become minus. So what happens is that 2a by b root 3 is equals to a square by b square plus 3 minus 2. Plus 3 minus 2. And what is the next step? 2a by b root 3 is equals to 3 minus 2, 1. So it is a square by b square plus 1. What is the next step? 2a by b root 3 is equals to, if I take b square as LCM, then I'll get a square plus b square. A square into 1 a square, b square into 1 b square. Now what I'll do is, I'll keep this 3 this side, I'll send remaining to all that side. What happens is that root 3 is equals to a square plus b square by b square into b by 2a. Why b by 2a? B by 2a, why which is b by 2a? We'll get a square plus b square by b is dividing here. If it goes that side, it will become multiplication, and 2a it will become division. So at last, what I'll get? Look at this. Next point is this b1 and b square. B square can be written as b into b. So I'm more simplifying it. I'm not doing directly. So that means a square plus b square by b into b into b by 2a. So b gets cancelled. At last, what I'll get is root 3 is equals to a square plus b square by 2ab. b into 2a is 2a. Now what is the next step? Guessing. Very simple. What is the next step is, since a and b are integers, next what I have to write? Next I can write it as, since a comma b are integers, the RHS, what is RHS? A square plus b square by 2ab is rational. So therefore LHS, what is LHS? Root 3 is also rational. But actually root 3 is rational or irrational? Irrational. So this contradicts DICTS to the fact, this contradicts to the fact that root 3 is rational. This contradicts the fact that root 3 is rational. So therefore, next step what we have to write? This contradicts as arisen to the fact that this contradicts to the fact that root 3 is irrational. Actually root 3 is rational ochindi. Kani actually what is that? Root 3 is irrational. So this is arisen because we have assumed root 2 minus root 3. Root 2 plus root 3 is rational. So therefore root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. We have to write. The last step, whatever you have written in the previous one, you have to follow the same thing. So here, this is the way to prove in this one. The first method is multiplying root 2. So keep the root 2 and send the other, whatever the factor or number which is multiplying to that side. It is very simple. Next one is addition or subtraction. So keep the root there and send the other number to that side and simplify it. And third one is root A, root B. What is the general formula for this one is root A plus root B sums, or root A minus root B. Both are same method. In this case, what we have to do? We have to place one root on the left side and send the another root to the other side. And what we have to do? Squaring on both sides. So if you do the squaring on both sides, then you will get simplify. And at last, we have to send one root to keep one root on the left hand side. RHS will be the root, the rational number. Since RHS is a rational number, the left hand side also rational number. But root 3 is irrational, so it's not correct. So therefore, RHS is also irrational. We have to write. Okay. So that's all. These are the 3 examples for this today's session. So today's assignment is same these 3 questions. Write one term. What is that? Example number 8, 9, 10. So these are the 3 examples is today's assignment. today's assignment. Example number, what is that? 8, 9, 10. Example number 8, 9, 10, one time. That's all. So I'll stop this session today, and by this maximum of the topics are covered. Then we can go for the logarithms in the next session. Okay, that's all. I'll stop this today and hope you understand. Listen many times, watch the video perfectly, and pause the video whenever you got the step doubt. Whenever you got it doubt, better to go for any other model example, and you can do it. Okay, that's all. Thank you.